4 quarters of Notre Dame football.
He's met by Alohi Gilman with a nasty hit. Chase Claypool reaches across the goal line. Touchdown Irish. Still moving. Chris Fink inside the 20-yard line. Down he goes.
No matter what happens, we stay together.
Intercepted by Jalen Elliott.
Look, a great fake. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Welcome to Inside Notre Dame Football, presented by TireRack.com. Along with former Irish linebacker Corey Mays, I'm Darren Pritchett. Well, if you're number 7 Notre Dame, you're going on the road to take on number 3 Georgia. Hostile environment. I think all you want is a chance to win going to the fourth quarter, and Notre Dame had a great opportunity.
They had all of that in this electric atmosphere. Unfortunately, Notre Dame decided they wanted to play the number 3 team in the nation and the number 7 team in the nation as they continued to hurt themselves all game.
Let's take a look at the first half highlights from Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia. Let's go between the hedges. 93,000 fans in attendance, the largest crowd to ever watch the Bulldogs in their home facility. Notre Dame, the opening possession. Ian Book finds Cole Kmet his first game of the year. He injured his collarbone during fall practice. He picks up 8 yards for the Irish. Book goes right back to his tight end, and Kmet lumbers for 15 yards and a Notre Dame first down. The Irish forced a punt, so Jake Fromm and the Georgia offense takes over. But how about the play by Jack Lamb, bringing down DeAndre Swift for a loss of 4. So Georgia punts, and it was not a good one. Only 25 yards. The ball goes out of bounds at the Bulldog 40-yard line. Big opportunity for the Irish offense. But on 3rd down and 14, Book over the middle. Tony Jones Jr. almost broke it. Ankle tackle brings him down. And on 4th and 2, it looked like the snap came back early to Book. He scrambles to pick up the football, fires it down the field, and almost completed the pass.
These simple mistakes all night for this Notre Dame offense really hurt them.
Georgia, 3rd down and 12. Pressure by Okora forced that throw. It wobbles down the middle, incomplete. Jay Bramblett for Notre Dame. Let's go of a punt, and it is Tyler Simmons muffing the punt, and Chase Claypool recovers the football for the Fighting Irish.
What can you say about Chase Claypool? This is the ultimate team guy. Starter on offense, running down on special teams. First one down there, recovering the ball for the Irish.
2nd and goal from the Bulldog 2. Ian Book takes it inside the 1-yard line. After an incomplete pass, it's 4th down and goal for Brian Kelly's Fighting Irish. Book wants to throw. He lobs it over the middle, intended for Tony Jones, but Cole Kmet reaches up. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Notre Dame. The Irish lead 7-0.
Our hearts were absolutely dropping as this play was going on. We were watching it. We're like, throw the ball, throw the ball. We're so happy he came down with the ball. Touchdown, Irish.
So the Irish strike first in Athens as Book finds Cole Kmet. Do the Bulldogs have an answer? Well, they go to DeAndre Swift, their talented running back. He goes 11 yards for a Georgia first down. Then on 2nd down and 8, Fromm to Dominic Blaylock. 2 Irish defenders collide. Blaylock picks up 16 yards and a first down for Georgia. 3rd down and 9. Fromm back shoulder throw to Lawrence Cager, a 14-yard reception and a Georgia first down. They go back to Swift up the middle. He dives into the end zone, a 3-yard touchdown, and the game was tied at 7.
You see that Notre Dame defense on that drive, they weren't fitting, and Georgia was able to come up with big plays.
How about the catch by Chris Fink in traffic, takes a wallop, but holds on a reception of 5 yards. Play action. Book throws it down the seam, and there is Kmet again, 28 yards, his 6th catch of the first half. Then it's Book to Lawrence Keys, a leaping catch. He picks up 28 yards and another Fighting Irish first down. After a penalty, 1st down and 15. Book over the middle. Fink follows his blockers, gets inside the 10, down to the 9-yard line. Jonathan Dorr comes on late in the 2nd quarter and converts a 27-yard field goal. And at halftime, the Fighting Irish led the Georgia Bulldogs by a tally of 10-7. Corey, let's take a look at the first half stats. And the Irish offense, not a whole lot from the running game. in the first 30 minutes of this ball game?
Not a lot at all. It became really one-dimensional. But what I do love to see is they were spreading the ball around and getting the ball to their playmakers. They wanted to make sure they weren't just one-dimensional, and they kept the Georgia defense on their toes.
Georgia only 55 rushing yards in the first half.
Well, when the Notre Dame defense is fitting and they're leveraging right and they're where they're supposed to be, this can really be a great defense.
So it's time to make some adjustments at halftime. We'll see how those adjustments worked out next as we'll take a look at second half highlights. This is Inside Notre Dame Football, presented by TireRack.com.
Inside Notre Dame Football is presented by TireRack.com and brought to you by Coca-Cola, Under Armour, Gatorade, Vivid Seats, Canon, and SiriusXM.
And we welcome you back to Inside Notre Dame Football, presented by TireRack.com. Notre Dame with a great opportunity to pull off the victory in Athens. They went to the third quarter holding a 10-7 advantage. Let's now take a look at the third quarter highlights from Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, the rover for the Notre Dame defense. Early on in the third quarter, a big play as he throws down Landers for a loss of 6 yards. Notre Dame with their first possession, 3rd and 6. The pass to Chris Fink, he couldn't handle it. He bobbles it, intercepted by Devin Wilson. And Georgia fumbles the ball out of bounds. They take over at the Notre Dame 22-yard line. That sets up a 40-yard field goal by Rodrigo Blankenship, and that ties the game at 10 with under 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. The Irish went 3 and out. So Georgia with the football once again. Brian Harrion, 16 yards to the Georgia 49. Then it's from to Demetrius Robertson. 19-yard reception to the Irish 32. The veteran from, good pocket to throw from, over the middle, and he hits Heron 12 yards to the Notre Dame 20-yard line. From under pressure from Asmar Bilal, rolling to his right, throws it toward the end zone, and a very nice play by Tariq Bracy on Simmons. Georgia settles for another field goal, a 31-yarder by Blankenship. Georgia led 13-10. Notre Dame, a 3 and out, so Bramblett punts, and he gets off a 58-yard punt down to the 18-yard line. Here's DeAndre Swift. He's a track star as he hurdles Sean Crawford, and he picks up 10 yards. We go to the fourth quarter, and it's going to be Jake Fromm using the passing game on 2nd down and 9. He throws it down the far sideline, and a leaping catch by Cager, 36 yards to the Notre Dame 18. Then it's Harrion off the left side. He gets down to the Notre Dame 15-yard line, a pickup of 8. Notre Dame brings the blitz, back shoulder throw, and the grad transfer from Miami, Cager, the 15-yard touchdown reception. It's 20-10 Georgia.
This Notre Dame defense was asked to do a lot in the second half as the offense really couldn't get itself going. They were tired.
The Irish needed an answer, and Book found his freshman Tommy Tremble 20 yards for an Irish first down. Book off the flea flicker, rolling to his right, delivers the football far sideline, and a diving interception by J.R. Reed, and Georgia takes over. Fromm on 3rd and 10 runs up the middle, hit by Crawford, spins and gets down a couple of yards shy of the first down. Blankenship, a 43-yard field goal for Georgia, and the Bulldogs lead 23-10. So the Irish needed some instant offense, less than 5 to go, and they go back to their tight end, Cole Kmet. He looks like Mark Bavaro there. He goes 31 yards down to the Georgia 18-yard line. Book to Claypool, back shoulder throw, and what a catch by Claypool. First down on a 23-yard reception. On first down and goal, Book to Claypool, touchdown, Notre Dame, 10 plays, 75 yards, and Notre Dame closed to within 23-17.
I wonder where this offense was during the second half, but it's good to see them bounce back and put points on the board.
Georgia trying to run out the clock, and look at Drew White, a 4-yard loss on James Cook. On 3rd down and 9, Fromm wants it all down the sideline, and a very nice pass breakup by Troy Pride Jr. Then the punt was shanked, only 27 yards. Great field position for Notre Dame as they take over at the 48-yard line. So here comes Ian Book to Claypool, a 9-yard reception and a Notre Dame first down. Now it's 4th down and 9, less than a minute to go in the ball game. Book under pressure, just throws it up for grabs, trying to make something happen, looking for Claypool, and the ball is batted down by DJ Daniel. And Georgia holds on to win. They beat the Fighting Irish 23-17 in front of 93,000 fans at Sanford Stadium. Let's take a look at the final stats from this ball game. Georgia a slight advantage in total yards, but once again, as we talked about in the first half, the offense was not very balanced, and also penalties were an issue in this ball game.
Penalties. 12 penalties for 85 yards would be the name of the game for the Irish this week. Just so many mistakes this week. I don't know if it was just the nerves or the electricity and the atmosphere, but it's just a lot of false starts, a lot of things that, shouldn't happen. A lot of things that, as a veteran football team, it just boggles the mind and it confuses you.
And now the Fighting Irish are 2-1 on the season with a home game coming up against Virginia. Stick around, more Inside Notre Dame football to come, presented by TireRack.com.
Jack Nolan in the locker room here in Georgia after the Irish's 23-17 loss to the Bulldogs. You came down here with nobody in the country other than people who follow Notre Dame or people who traveled with you thinking you had a chance. But from the opening moment of this game, you gave as good as you got from Georgia.
Yeah, I was proud of our football team and the way they, persevered. They kept playing. We got it started with Cole Kmet. Cole set the tone, physicality right out of the gates, and the way he played today, I think everybody is going to start talking about one of the best tight ends in the country. I think if you look at what he's capable of doing as a blocker, his physicality, his ability to run through. I think they blew the whistle one time with 4 guys around him. They still couldn't bring him down to the ground. So he really helps our offense. We're still missing some pieces that are really important to the offense. We need to continue to add depth at the running back position, get Jafar, Jameer back. We're going to get Michael Young back next week. Braden Lindsey will be back. Starting to get some of these guys back is really going to be able to help this offense be a lot more consistent than maybe it was tonight.
From the very start of the game, your defense was up to the task. They got better, and your young linebackers took a huge step forward.
Yeah, they were physical. They've got 2 outstanding backs. Both of them are physical, and I thought we matched their physicality today. So we know who we are. We know we've got a football team that can compete with anybody, and we've got to clean some things up. This is our 3rd game of the year. It's early in the season, but we think we've got a football team that can get better.
Ian Book needed to be good tonight, and he was good. The numbers, 275 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, great 2-minute drill at the end of the half that led to points, and then that drive late in the game that gave you a chance to win. Yeah, he did some really good things. It's kind of what we expect. It was really nice to see him command the offense, throw the football the way he did. I think you're going to see better and better performances from him. Obviously, this was a huge game, but even on your radio show with me Thursday, you talked about maybe even a bigger game was Virginia, even before you played this, because that one's at home, coming off, you knew this would be emotional one way or the other, and they're good. So for you to have the season you think this team can have, this is a must-win game.
No, this is a defining game. I told our guys. I spelled it out for them. This is a defining game as to who we are in terms of what we want for our season. And so if we want to entertain being a playoff team, we have to win each and every game we play. And it starts with this Virginia game, and the way we show up for work on Monday will tell us where we're going to go this year. And my expectations is these guys will be certainly sore and disappointed over the next 24 hours, but they'll be ready to go on Monday.
Excited, man. It's unreal. Like, I'm really just keeping myself low, you feel me? Like, I'm trying not to get my head too high, but it's really like, it's unreal, man.
Not many people get to experience this, so I didn't put my earbuds in today. I just want to take everything in and just get ready to ball.
Accumulate small wins. Be physical on block destruction. Get to the ball.
We've been in this place before. We've been in these games. For the veterans that have done this, it is time to have our very best when our very best is needed. compete at the highest level.
Are they equated that trip? Let's go! Go, boys! Let's kick off, oh, come on, dog!
Let's go! Oh, yeah, 3-1!
Let's keep this momentum going. Let's go.
Get to the ball!
If you see the ball detach, right, stay in your gap and then be ready to slide over and play inside out.
Let's go, D!
Keep the pressure on. We get him to clutch it. He's out. Okay, so keep the pressure on at third down. Come on. Hey, you're up. Hey, working that shit. That's that adversity we were talking about. Hey, really over-exaggerate the communication now. Listen to the calls. Let's go.
Well, there's one thing that we were tonight, that we were persistent. We played right to the very end. And not one guy in this locker room didn't believe that when we got the ball back with 2 minutes to go, that we weren't going to win this football game. We have a team that will persevere, that will keep fighting, that is tough-minded, that is gritty, that is physical. That is no doubt.
It's time for the Vivid Seats Play of the Week.
Drops back, rolls to his left, still backpedaling, throws, caught for the touchdown! Cole Kmet, Irish up 6-0. Ian Book took the snap, patiently backpedaled and shuffled to his left, and floated it back to the middle of the end zone, where Cole Kmet jumped up and snared it. 6-0 Notre Dame.
It's time for the TireRack.com question of the week. This week's question comes from Ravi Majeti from Chicago, Illinois. Coach Kelly, how would you describe the impact Coach Bayless has had on both the conditioning of the team and their mental attitude to push themselves to their limit on and off the field?
Well, you saw we matched, one of the best teams in the country from a physicality standpoint. Nobody was getting pushed off the ball on either side of the ball. We did a very good job with a very big defensive line and a very big offensive line. They've got great size and speed. We matched up there well, and then we did it for 4 quarters. We made a run in the 4th quarter when teams get tired. We seem to persevere quite well, and that has a lot to do with your year-round training and strength and conditioning. So I would say Coach Bayless has done a great job.
Welcome back to Inside Notre Dame Football. Corey Mays, Darren Pritchett with you. This Georgia game's been on the calendar for a long time. The Irish players have been looking forward to this game. They come up short. They have a quick turnaround. They've got a very good Virginia team coming to Notre Dame Stadium. How do they bounce back?
You bounce back because this week you're playing a 4-0 team and they're a ranked team. So you can't be too caught up with this last week, right? So by the time you land in South Bend, your new focus needs to be on Virginia. You have to be gearing up and getting ready to go. They're going to come here ready to play, so you better make sure you are too.
It's the Irish and the Cavaliers at Notre Dame Stadium on Saturday. The Fighting Irish fall to Georgia 23-17. Notre Dame is a 2-1 squad. For Corey Mays, I'm Darren Pritchett. Thanks for joining us on Inside Notre Dame Football, presented by TireRack.com.
Inside Notre Dame Football is presented by TireRack.com and brought to you by Coca-Cola, Under Armour, Gatorade, Vivid Seats, Canon, and SiriusXM.